Hello, my name is Cameron Drake, and I am currently obtaining a master's in reading education at Grand Canyon University. This project is the dispositions that a teacher possesses that makes them a successful teacher, as well as ones we could work on to make us better. There are many dispositions that I possess that make me a successful teacher. For starters, I exhibit professional conduct in the way I dress, treat others, work with colleagues, and demonstrate respect for my students as well as any other adult that walks in my room. I am very good at separating my personal life from my work life because when I'm at school, I want my students to see me as a professional and a role model. Another disposition that I possess is how I respect diversity in my classroom. In my classroom, I have children from Caucasian, African American, Native American, Hispanic, and mixed children. When they step in that room, they should feel welcomed and invited. They know that my classroom is a safe zone and there's just no room for bullying. I am also very dedicated to this profession. I am constantly coming in early, staying late, and coming in on the weekends, even though they turn off the AC and it gets pretty hot in Florida. I also hold detentions in my school, and during that time I am tutoring the kids after school to help catch them back up from the lesson that they may have missed. I also set very high expectations for my students. If you set them really high, they will slowly but surely meet your expectations. For example, I had a real problem with them turning in homework at the beginning of the school year, and I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't get it done, and then it kind of dawned on me that there was no reward or there was no punishment for them getting it done. So if they didn't do it, there was no problem. So what I did is, if they don't get it done, I'm not going to yell at you, but the work will get done. And you're going to do it at recess. So what they started doing is, if you don't get it done, I'd have a clipboard for them, have the pencil there, and they could take it out to recess. And when all their friends are playing, they have to sit and complete the activity. Slowly over time, more and more people started getting their homework completed, and I'm almost at 100% homework completion for my classroom. I am also constantly reflecting on what I can do better as a teacher. I look at lessons that went well and say, I need to make sure to continue doing this. And I look at lessons that were too high for them or just didn't reach them. And I am constantly thinking about ways I can do better as a teacher. I'm also very compassionate. Each day, I meet my kids at the door with a handshake, and I greet them. And they say, "Good morning, Mr. Drake," and I say, "Good morning" to the student. I'm developing trust like that as well. I also hold a morning meeting where we say hello to everybody in the room, and we talk about what's going to happen that day, what I expect for them, as well as things that maybe they want to say or ask questions. Now, that all being said, there are things that I can work on to get better. For example, advocacy. Like I said, when they step in that room, I am very connected with them. However, outside of the classroom, I don't spend much time with them. I should be going to their baseball games, their soccer games, their football games, seeing them outside of school so they can see me as a role model and a mentor outside of the profession. Also, fairness. I'm very fair when it comes to grading. There's no, I grade very fairly. But that being said, there are students that I do favor more than others because they treat me well or they listen to directions or things like that. And students do pick up on that, and they know who you favorite in class. I need to do a better job at not showing favoritism and treating everyone the exact same. When it comes to the professional, how we look and behave is everything. Like I said, you have to dress nice. I am constantly, even though I work in Florida, I'm always in a nice button-up shirt, sometimes even a tie. I'm punctual. I establish trust with my students. Just last week, I had a student asking me for relationship advice. He's in 3rd grade. I didn't really give him advice. I just kind of talked to him about it. But the fact that I'm building these relationships with my students and they're confiding their trust in me. Also, the biggest thing, you have to be prepared in this profession. If you are not and you walk in that day without knowing what you're teaching, those students are going to know and they will let you hear it. Finally, standards that guide the professional's thinking goes back to your training, what kind of leadership training you've received, as well as the education. I still keep books from college. This one right here, it's Preventing Challenging Behaviors in Your Classroom. I always look at this book to help me better my classroom. Also this one, Assessing Young Children in an Inclusive Setting. This helps me better test the children. The research, the education, the training I've received, all help me become a better professional. Thank you.